And Toby, noted, welcome back to America's Dance 30. And Maia, this is the first time we're getting to chat and meet. Welcome to America's Dance 30 for the first time.
Thank you so much.
I love that this is a full-on Swedish takeover. Are you guys all in Sweden right now?
Yes.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Me and Toby just came back from the States this morning, but now we're back in Stockholm.
So you guys have got to be tired. Now, how close are... I have no concept of Sweden. How close are you guys?
Fairly close, right? Like, we all live in Stockholm, and it's not super big, so I guess kind of close.
And then Maia, you're in Stockholm as well?
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So do you guys, and obviously I don't want specific addresses or anything, but are you guys like within the same neighborhood?
Not like the same neighborhood, but like you can take the subway and it's like 15 minutes, so like pretty much everywhere in Stockholm, so it's pretty easy.
Well, congratulations on AM PM going #1. That is so amazing for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
It's amazing.
Before we talk all about this smash and find out how AM PM was born, let's get to know Noted and Maia Wright a little better with Finky's firsts.
Sounds good.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
Now, Sam and Toby, you guys met when you were younger, like before high school in chat, right?
Yeah.
That's right. We actually met like through SoundCloud before high school, and then we ended up at the same high school together, and that's where we finally met.
Now, when you were growing up, though, was music the first thing you wanted to do, or was there something else you wanted to be when you grew up?
I mean, for me, it was soccer. I played soccer for 10, 11 years. So I thought I was going to be the next Lionel Messi, but
Yeah, for me, it's kind of always been music. I grew up playing guitar. I started playing guitar when I was like 8 years old. So it's been always like something with like music.
And then Maia, did you always want to be a singer-songwriter, or was there something else you wanted to be when you were growing up?
I actually also played soccer for like 15 years, 10 15 years.
What happened to you guys?
I don't know. Switched lists. No, but music has always been a huge part of my life. I was always singing growing up, but I wasn't sure that I wanted to be an artist, but I was sure that I wanted to make music when I started in a music school.
Now, speaking of music, you've got some smashes with Armin van Buuren, with Griffin, with Cream, Tritonal, of course, now with Noted as well. But do you remember the first song you ever wrote?
Oh, no, I don't actually.
It's not that meaningful to you?
No. Yeah, of course. No, I don't know. I think like the first things that the first songs that I wrote weren't really like finished songs. They were just like, I don't know, snippets or choruses or a verse or something. But I can't actually remember the first song that I put together. I remember some of the early songs, but like not the first one.
And when did you actually start writing?
I started writing when I stopped school, so I was about 19, I think.
And then Noted, of course, you guys had the biggest song with So Close, and you've had so many smashes since, but do you remember the first song that you guys produced?
I don't remember which one.
I think I do.
For Noted, which one was that?
I mean, I think it was the remix we did together, Sandcastles.
Oh, yeah, that's true, yeah.
And what about
But
separately?
Yeah, I mean, separately, I do remember as well. It's a pretty bad one, but I do remember it.
I don't believe that, Sam. I don't believe that.
All I know is pretty much everybody I asked that question to, they're like, yeah, it was bad. But you got to start really somewhere.
I remember my mom telling me this, like when I made my first song, she was like, this sounds really good. And I was like, oh, wow, maybe I can pursue a career in this. And then when I listen back to it now, I'm like, she lied to me.
You can never trust anything your mom says.
Yeah, I know. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. And like,
my mom always tells me I'm pretty too, and I never listen to her. Now, noted the first time that we actually got to meet you guys, Ayelet brought you through Miami Music Week, and we got to have dinner and chat with you guys. Of course, you guys are also doing shows in the U.S. for the next few months, including Red Rocks in September, correct?
Yes.
That is right.
Do you remember the first show you ever did as Noted?
Yeah, I actually do. I think the first, or like, it depends. We did play some like radio stuff and some like smaller shows, but the first official one was actually in Gothenburg in Sweden.
And how did it
Oh,
go?
yeah, that's right. I think it was pretty good. Like for a first show, I would say it was pretty solid. I mean, now looking back, probably not the best one, but same there. You gotta start somewhere.
Exactly. And Maia, do you remember the first time you performed on stage?
Yeah, my first show was actually with Griffin.
That was your first performance?
Yeah, like as an artist. I performed in school and stuff, but nothing as an artist. So yeah, it was super weird. Like I had no clue what I was doing. I was so nervous, and I just walked up on that stage, and I can't remember anything from when I was up there. So it's a 3-minute just blank for my head.
But I will say that Griffin is an amazing artist. If that was your first performance, he's such a nice guy. So I'm sure that went great.
Yeah, he's super nice. I felt comfortable even though I was so nervous.
Now, speaking of your performances, not only do you perform in English, but you've also got your other artist side project, Juni, correct? Which is all in Swedish.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Is it tough going back and forth between English and Swedish?
No, I think it's actually nice because you get like a little breather from the project. So sometimes I just go into the studio and I'm totally focused on like the Swedish stuff, and then it's nice to get that break when you go back to the English stuff.
Gotcha.
So I actually enjoy it.
Speaking of being multi-language, what was the first English curse word you learned?
My dad is English, so I think I learned them from a very early age. He doesn't hold back on them either, so I don't know. I have no idea, actually.
That's so funny. Normally parents are like, don't curse in front of me, but you're learning it from your dad.
So bad.
What about you guys, Sam and Toby? Do you remember the first English curse word you guys learned?
I mean, it was probably like the most common one, like or something like that.
That's a good one. Yeah. That's a good one for the first one. Now, of course, as we mentioned, you guys are all from Sweden, home of the legend of Avicii, rest in peace. Of course, Swedish House Mafia, Alesso, so much dance music. Do you guys remember the first dance song that got you into EDM?
For me, it was probably something by Avicii. I don't remember like specifically which one, but I remember listening to him a lot, especially his album True. Was like I listened to that so much when that came out.
And it was such a great album. The ironic thing about it is when it was initially released here in the U.S., everyone was kind of like, what is this? We didn't know how to react to it. Maia, what about you?
I have no idea, but I think it was probably Avicii as well. I can't imagine who else it would be.
Yeah, that totally makes sense. Now, finally in Finky's first, in honor of AM/PM going number 1, if you could only eat one food from AM to PM every day, what would that food be? Sam?
Ooh, sushi is a good one. I would probably do sushi.
Yeah.
Maia, you're on the sushi train?
Yeah, I'm always between sushi and pasta, but I'm going to say pasta just because Sam said sushi.
I am totally with you on that pasta. Man, I would just eat that every single day.
I am super picky, so I would go with something basic like chicken with rice and like gravy. We have like this gravy in Sweden, which is super good, which is the one they serve with the meatballs at IKEA. That like brown gravy.
The brown sauce.
Yeah.
I am very picky as well, so that's why I would have to choose something simple as well. But I would think that as much as I love chicken, I think every day chicken would just get so old.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about this smash, AM PM. How was this song born?
I mean, it started with, we got the song pitched to us from Devon and Grant, who are amazing producer and songwriter. And me and Sam immediately fell in love with it and wanted to take our take on the production and do our thing with it. And then, we sent it over to you, Maia. And you changed some lyrics and stuff like that.
So, Maia, when it got to you, was it pretty much done before it got to you?
Yeah, kind of. And I just love the song, and I also love Noted. So I was like, I need to do this song. So yeah.
And then how long ago did it all start?
Oh, I don't know. Probably maybe a year ago now.
Wow.
Yeah.
It always takes a while to get the songs out, but it's always worth it.
Yeah, I got to be honest. A year isn't actually that long. From what I've spoken with artists, like Nina Nesbitt told me that she had her #1 song on her hard drive for 5 years before it was even put out by Illenium, which is just that's crazy. Maia,
That's
do you
insane.
have songs that old sitting on your hard drive?
Yeah, I do. But those songs are nothing. They shouldn't be released. They should be hidden away.
They're in your hard drive graveyard.
Yeah.
Now, something that I love to find out is how many different versions there are tweaked from when you start working on it to when it's finally released. Noted, how many different Vs were there of AM PM?
For us, the idea came down pretty quickly, so it wasn't a lot of changes to it, but as always, there is a couple tweaks and stuff, but probably 10 versions maybe. But those are all pretty similar to each other.
We worked a lot on the structure of the song, how to be the chorus and verse and bridge, and where the drop was gonna be and stuff like that. So I think that was the main thing.
And you guys mentioned that Maia actually changed some of the lyrics. What were the lyrics that were changed? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's in the second verse, right?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Was it something that you weren't comfortable with the way it was flowing, or you just wanted it to flow better?
It was just one line that I thought, this can be a bit stronger.
Now, Maia,
but the idea was still there.
When you're writing songs, do you change your songs a lot, or is it pretty much, what comes out and goes on paper is how it comes out?
I think it's more I don't really change a lot after. If it's I make the song, and if I like it, then I do. But I'm not very I don't really go back and forth with a lot of different versions. I think I just go with the first thing that feels right. But I can take my time with getting the song down. So yeah, I don't know. I just I don't really go back and forth like that.
And this is probably going to be one of the most ignorant statements ever, and I'm sorry if you've heard this before, but it's incredible how much your accent doesn't show up when you're singing in English.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just I think it's I think it's just because you listen and you what's it called? You repeat, you kind of practice when you sing other songs.
Was there one song when you were learning how to sing in English that you kind of practiced with?
No, I can't remember one specific song, but my accent was my English was actually a lot better when I was younger, because I spoke English with my dad growing up. But now I don't know what happened to my accent. It's completely gone. I had a super British accent.
Well, it totally makes sense that you would mimic songs and that's how you would sing them. That totally makes sense. Well, congratulations on AM PM going #1. That is so incredible for you guys. Noted. Maia Wright, thank you so much for your time on America's Dance 30.
Of course.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
We'll be right back.